Good afternoon, everybody. Happy to see you here. It is 2:03 Mountain Time here in the US, and we're just going to do a little broadcast where we do. Whoops. We're going to have me shutting off my volume. 2:03 Mountain Time here in the US. Whoops. So sorry, guys. So, anyway, as I was saying, 2:03 Mountain Time in the US, we're just going to do a little broadcast where we give predictions for each sign for Tuesday, December the 5th, coming up tomorrow. And then after that, we'll have 5 minutes of Reiki and then 5 minutes of free-for-all questions, whatever questions you guys may have. Okay, so what we have coming up for Aries for Tuesday, December the 5th. December the 5th. Can't believe we're already moving through December so fast. Seems like time is going fast. Aries, I feel like part of this whole idea about me feeling like time is going so fast really has to do with you feeling like time is going so fast. I feel like for a lot of you Aries, you have deadlines looming and you're starting to feel like, oh, am I going to be able to pull this off? For some of you, this has to do with Christmas and things that you want to do for Christmas gifts for other people. And for others of you, this has to do with work or with some other kind of deadline that maybe has to do with housing or something along those lines. Either way, deadlines are looming and you're starting to feel like, oh, it's kind of getting to be crunch time, Aries. And that is for Tuesday, December the 5th. All right, let's look at Taurus for Tuesday, December the 5th. What we have coming up here. Taurus. Let me make sure I made this public because now I'm starting to I'm starting to wonder. That's what I thought. How about we make that public? Then people can find me. Okay, so now that that's under control, let's look at Taurus for Tuesday, December the 5th. Taurus, what do I have coming up for you guys? Taurus, I feel like there's something that you're very passionate about, you're very fired up about, you're expecting when you wake up that whatever this is going to go very well, is going to get to make some forward progress. However, it seems like there's some kind of frustration or obstacle that comes up during the day that kind of keeps things from moving forward. I don't feel like this is a permanent, wipeout here. I do feel like this is just an obstacle. It's just temporary. You're going to figure out how to get beyond it. Don't worry, Taurus, but I feel like it does kind of throw you a little bit whenever it shows up, when it shows up, I mean. Okay, so that's Taurus. Let's take a peek at Gemini. Gemini, Tuesday, November the 5th. What do I have coming in for you guys? Geminis, I feel like there is something that you would like to say, and you're holding back. You're trying to hold back on the words. And I feel like the reason you're holding back is you're afraid of somebody's reaction to these words. I think that this is has to do with something that you enjoy or you like or that you appreciate and you would like to share with people around you, this thing that you enjoy or you like or you appreciate, but you're worried a little bit about what their response to that might be, and so you're holding back. For some of you, this is actually going to be something about yourself that you would like to share with other people, and you're just not willing to be that vulnerable. You're not willing to do that to see what other people would think or how other people would respond to that, Gemini. So really, there's something, this is a more significant thing that you would like to share, I feel like, and you're holding back on, Gemini. So I think it's going to be something that you actually consider a lot before you make your final decision about what you're going to do about it. All right, so that was Gemini. Hello to those of you who had not said hello yet. Cancer coming up for December the 5th, Tuesday. What do I have coming up for you guys? If you can't take the heat, how does it end, guys? Stay out of the kitchen. Cancers, I feel like you've got some things under control. You can handle them. Stress management is just fine. You may be in a high stress situation, Cancers, and I feel like you have other people around you who are trying to keep up with you, basically. This does feel very much like a work situation for most of you. And so there may be somebody at work that they just can't keep up with you. Maybe, you know, the boss or somebody has assigned the two of you to work together and you've got it and you're leaving them in the dust like 20 miles back. I mean, there's not much teamwork going on here, but I feel like you're kind of going to be like shrugging your shoulders like, oh, well, I mean, if you can't do it, you can't do it. I can't make you able to do it, but I'm still going to do what I need to do here. That's what I have coming in for you, Cancers, and I think you're well able. You've got everything under control, you know, except for this person who can't do this with you. You can't control them. All right, let's look at Leo for Tuesday, December the 5th. What do I have coming up for you guys? Leos, I feel like some of you are working on something that has some intricate patterns or some intricate details to whatever this is you're working on. So this could be a piece of art that has intricate details or intricate pattern. This could be a strategy that you're coming up with for how to improve your finances or how to pull off a holiday vacation. But lots of intricate details to make everything work. So you're trying to make sure that whatever it is you're planning, everything falls into place just perfectly so that whatever is your goal, you can actually get to that goal, Cancers. Looking at Virgo for Tuesday, December the 5th. What we have coming up for you guys, Virgos, Virgos, Virgos. One of the things that I'm hearing is watch your nose. Make sure that nose stays where it belongs. No nosiness, no sticky beaks. Don't be too nosy, Virgo. You may hear some things that you really don't want to hear about if you go sticking your nose in where it really doesn't belong. But I feel like for most of you, the opposite of this is true. Like somebody's being a little too nosy about your life, and you're just liable to smack their sticky beak in the door. I don't think that you're appreciating this at all. Somebody being so nosy, they seem like they have good intentions and they want to help, but you're just like, you know, you're in way over your head here. I've got this under control. Step back away from the sandbox. Okay, so that's Virgo. Allie Johnson. Hello, hello, welcome. Glad to see you in the room, my dear. Let me get you a card of the day, honey bunny. You're the first one to say hi. I got all the way through Virgo before anybody said anything to me. That's got to be a record of some kind. Allie Johnson's card of the day. Card of the day is a very current situation, something that will have happened within the past 24 hours or will show up within the next 24 hours. Just something Sacred Spirit would like you to be more aware of than what you would be if it had not come up. And the information that does come up is for your highest and best interest because that is my deal with Sacred Spirit. So even if it seems like it's not so great, all that means the Sacred Spirit's giving you the heads up so you can put on your seatbelt and your hard hat. All right, Allie Johnson's card of the day. Allie Johnson, what you got is the Hermit, my dear. The Hermit is just telling me that you are spending some alone time today, either within the past 24 hours or the next 24 hours. Spending some alone time, really getting in touch with who you are and what you're all about and what you want and what are your goals. That's what I have coming up for you, my dear. I hope it makes sense. If you don't recognize it yet, keep an eye out for the next 24 hours. Let's look at Libra, Tuesday, December the 5th. What do I have coming up for you guys? Libras, I think that you may not be feeling totally top-notch on Tuesday, and so you're going to spend some time doing some healing. Some of you will be going into work, some of you won't. Either way, I think there are going to be certain things that you're doing to bring healing in, whether that's taking echinacea, eating garlic, having an orange, whatever it is. If this is emotional healing, same thing. Meditation, doing some work, whatever it is, I think that you are spending a significant amount of energy on bringing in some kind of healing on Tuesday. Scorpio, you're quite welcome, Allie. Scorpio, you are up next. Let's see what you've got. There is Miss Lorraine. How are you, my dear? Let's see about getting a card of the day for Miss Lorraine, and then we'll do Scorpio after that. Miss Lorraine Southwick. Alrighty. Okay, so Miss Lorraine, you've got the Seven of Arrows showing up, and in this deck, it's a lot different than it is in most other decks. This deck talks more about you than about somebody else. It's telling me that you're feeling very insecure about something. This could be work, but usually it shows up as relationship, somebody that you're in a relationship with. You're kind of like, what are you doing over there, buddy? Are you being faithful? Are you telling me the truth? Can I count on you? I just don't know. So this is what this card is saying, that you're in this place where you're not feeling like you're most secure right now, Miss Lorraine. Does that make sense to you, my dear? You just chainsawed up some wood. My God, where do you live? The Alaskan outback? You're always doing this heavy-duty manual labor. That would have happened with either within the past 24 hours or the next 24 hours, honey. Yes, that's where she lives. Are you kidding me? Well, I can see why you would chainsaw up some wood for sure. All right, so let's see about Scorpio for Tuesday, December the 5th. Scorpio, 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 what do we have coming up? Tuesday's a good day for us to be stretching and exercising that esoteric muscle, whether that's psychic, whether that's Reiki, whether that's shamanism, whatever kind of mystical muscle that we have. Tuesday's a good time to be exercising that. So we may be, if we do, a lot of Scorpios do this type of stuff professionally, so do Pisces and Cancers. I do know other signs that do this as well. But if you're doing this type of work, this just means doing some work, baby. If you're not doing this type of work, this means paying attention to those messages that are coming in, catching on to those, noticing them, not letting them slide by. All right, so that's Scorpio, Scorpio. Sagittarius, let's look at you for December the 5th, Tuesday. I lived in Alaska for a year, Lorraine. Thank goodness you have an electric saw. But I did not live in the outback. I was there with the military, so they sawed any wood that needed sawing. I just maintained radar for the air traffic controllers. I had an easy job. Sagittarius, 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 Tuesday, November the 5th. What do we have coming up for you? Sagittarians, I'm seeing you hanging up those Christmas stockings. I think you've got something that, you've got multiple things going on here around Christmas stockings, Sagittarians. For some of you, I think you're finding some nice little stocking stuffers or some gifts that you want to give to other people, and you're starting to get a little bit excited about it and starting to get a little bit into the Christmas spirit. Woohoo! And then for other Sagittarians, I think that you've hung your stocking in hopes that St. Nicholas soon will be there. You have some things that you're hoping to receive, and you're getting kind of all excited because you're getting some hints and you're thinking, maybe I'm really going to get what I want. So that's what's going on with you, Sagittarius. And no, I'm not going to tell you if you're getting what you want or not. I can't spoil the surprise just because I'm psychic or anything. He has a small cabin in Toki. I was stationed just outside of a tiny little Athabascan Indian village called Galena. There was an airport there. We have not, the Air Force is no longer there anymore, but that's who I was with. I think our coldest day while I was there was 68 below zero. That was cold enough for me to decide I probably don't want to come live in Alaska again. He's getting long johns, and I'm sure he will appreciate them. For those of you who are here, if you don't mind sharing, that way other people can get in on the live interaction. That's always more fun when people can do that. Capricorn, let's look at you guys for December the 5th, Tuesday. Capricorn, man, I'm stuck on long johns. What do long johns have to do with Capricorns? Capricorns. This is not long johns like Lorraine is talking about. You guys, I think you're gonna have those donuts. The donuts that they call long johns, the long rectangular donuts that have the filling inside and the chocolate frosting on the outside, usually chocolate frosting anyway. What does that have to do with you guys? Some of you are like literally going to be eating a Long John donut. I do think that you're going to have some sweet things going on during the day as Capricorn. During the day tomorrow, lots of sweet things happening on Tuesday for you. You're just going to have layer upon layer of sweet. Just when you think you can't handle another sweet moment, you're going to see it, whether it's in the movies, whether it's real life, whether it's between your boss and his or her spouse or whatever. I think you're just going to be surrounded by sweet things. That could be a very literal sense. We are getting close to Christmas. All your vendors could be bringing in Christmas presents and holiday greetings and cards and all that too. That just happened to hit me. That could be very literal for some of you. Eclairs are different. Eclairs are round, like they're round as you go down them. Long johns are more rectangular and flat. And eclairs taste better because they stuff them with a different kind of filling. Aquarius, let's look at you guys for December the 2nd. But I can see how you would think that from my description, Lorraine. December the 2nd for Aquarius. I'm seeing 2 1s whenever I think about you guys. That means y'all have new beginnings coming in for Tuesday. Something that you're starting new. Some of you could be bringing home a new baby or bringing a new baby into the family, whether it's actually your baby or a niece or a nephew or a grandkid or whatever. All the list goes on and on and on. Adoption, stepkid, blah, 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 blah. But for others of you, this could be a new project that you're starting at work. This could be a new school that you're starting. This could be that you've just moved and you're just getting to know people in the neighborhood. Some kind of new project that you're working on. Aquarians. Could be a new Christmas project for someone. Pisces, Pisces. Let's see what you guys have. Pisces, December the 5th on Tuesday. I'm seeing that you have a lot of communication going back and forth. And when I say communication, I do mean electronic communication. So on the outside limit of that, this could be video calls, but I'm feeling a lot more texts, IMs, emails, stuff like that, Pisces. So there's going to be a lot of, I'm mostly written electronic communication is what I'm seeing for you guys, Pisces. Things going back and forth and moving pretty quickly as far as communication goes. I feel like there's like a debate that you're in with somebody. I don't think it's actually risen to the level of argument, but it's borderline. you're debating with somebody about something. For some of you, that's going to be very productive, where you're looking at different pros of each side of the coin here. But for others of you, this is going to be, like I said, bordering on an argument. So Pisces, lots of communication going back and forth. I do feel like there's something going on that you kind of think you're trying to plan something with somebody else, and you guys both aren't on exactly the same page. So all the communication is going back and forth, trying to get, because they're each trying to get each other on the same page as y'all. See how that works out. All right, so that's all the signs. Let's do some Reiki. So right now what we're doing is we're doing Reiki for everybody. This is going to be for whatever will benefit you the most. If you would like to adjust that intention so that it helps you with some specific thing, feel free. For those of you who are joining this broadcast after the fact, all you have to do is set the intention to receive the Reiki, and you'll get just as much benefit from it as those who were here at the time that we had the broadcast. So off we go. Let me go ahead and get the Reiki started. Okay, so we've got that going. We've only got a few of you in the room, so if you happen to want to talk about anything Reiki, we can. If you want me to be quiet, I can. I can tell you I woke up with a little bit of a scratchy throat today, so I'm not going to be pushing it as far as talking a whole lot. But if you guys want to have something explained, feel free to put it in the chat box. I'm just not going to be chattering out here doing a big monologue while we're doing Reiki like I normally do. Your neck is an issue. Then you can reset the intention to focus on bringing some relief to your neck, my dear, instead of whatever is best for you. Base principles of Reiki off the top of my head without my notes. There are some principles actually that Dr. Yusui came up with very early on, because he was giving Reiki to people who were then turning around and just getting sick again and coming back to him for healing over and over and over. And so one of the principles, let me just look. I'll tell you, because I'm not remembering them just straight up off the top of my head like I should be, but I know. Okay, so there's basically 5 principles. The first principle is just for today, do not worry. Just for today, do not anger. Third one, honor your parents, your teachers, and your elders. Fourth one, earn your living honestly. And fifth one, show gratitude to every, not person, living thing. Show gratitude to every living thing. Those are the basic principles of Reiki. Like, those are stuff I try to do all the time anyway, so I don't really have them memorized. Does that answer your question, Allie? What do I focus on to send energy? I really don't focus on any particular thing. I just set the intention and invite the Reiki to come through me to the other person. So, like, if the other person, if we're just doing it for whatever is best for the other person, then I just allow the Reiki to flow through me. I don't try to focus on any particular thing because the Reiki has its own intelligence. It's going to go where it needs to go as long as I don't get myself in the way as the practitioner or as the Reiki channeler. So I really try not to focus on where the Reiki should go or what the Reiki needs to do because the Reiki already knows that. And say that I have somebody that is healing up from some kind of emotional trauma, I might like tend to want to focus that Reiki energy just on their heart chakra. But maybe this emotional trauma has to do with their base chakra or their solar plexus as well. Well, now I've kind of limited the amount of healing that that person can receive. So I just focus on letting the Reiki know what we would like to accomplish if we have a specific intention. And then I let the Reiki do its own thing. So there's not anything that I really focus on. Now, having said that, I am a curious observer of the Reiki. I always like to see what it's doing, especially as in regards to a specific intention. It's interesting to see, like, I can feel where the energy is going. A lot of times the other person can feel things happening with the energy in their bodies. I love to observe that. So, I mean, I guess my focus would be observing what the Reiki does after I set the intention, actually. Your heart's beating faster. That if if that's not temporary, get it checked out. But that's a common thing that I hear. And I think it has to do with as the Reiki is working with something that would be more of an emotional issue with you, you may be having a response to that being healed up. Sometimes we hold on to old hurts, old wounds because we think it makes us feel safe. And so as those are dissolving and coming out of us, it can put us under a little stress to feel like, oh, wait a second, but that's my safety shield. You're taking my safety shield away. Really, all healing. It's all going to be good. So your heart beating faster should just be a temporary reaction. Okay, so this end of Reiki, I think there's actually only the two of you in the room. So whatever questions you have for me, fire them on up in there. I'm going to be here till 35 after the hour. And then after that, I'll take off, unless I get no questions between now and then I'll take off early. No questions. You guys must be in a very calm and settled place. Will love be coming into your life soon? What's soon? Within 2 minutes, 2 hours, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, 2 decades? 2 score, 2 centuries? There is some time delay. Yep, I know. Tell me about soon. What is soon for you? What is soon for you, Miss Allie? December. Okay. Will love be coming into Allie's life in December? I'm going to assume we're talking about romantic love, so I'm going to make that question a little bit more specific. Will romantic love be coming into Allie's life by the end of December? Anna M. Lopez. Hello, hello. Welcome. Glad to see you here. We're into free-for-all question time today, my dear. You got an X showing up. You got some crazy energy with this X that shows up. You got an X showing up. You've got you being not so thrilled about the X showing up. He may even be a drinker. And then I think you're going to find your own way, actually, as an individual. You're going to be like, you know what? Thank you very much, but no thank you. That's what I see for you, Miss Allie. Christelle Martinet. Hello, hello. Glad to see you here, my dear. Natalie Cam. Hello, hello. Just passing through. You're on the train. Oh, traveling back home again. Safe travels, my friend. Let's see. Anna. Let's do a card for Anna. We are in free-for-all question time, too. But right now I'm going to do a card of the day for Anna M. Lopez. Glad to see you guys. I kind of was thinking everybody was, I don't even know what. I think we had 4 people in the room at one time at the most so far. So glad to see you guys. You're quite welcome, Miss Allie. Sorry it wasn't a more happy answer. Anna. Anna M. Lopez. Card of the day. Card of the day. Normally this has to do with things being hidden or not seen. I really feel like, Anna, for you, this has to do with feminine stuff going on just with your body today. Like it's going to be an influence. Feminine stuff is going to be an influence for you. Christelle, do you want a card? Do you want a card while you're on the train going back home? Natalia Cam, welcome, welcome. I'm going to get Natalia a card while I wait to see if Christelle's still around. Who knows what kind of reception she'll have. Let's see about a card of the day for Natalia. Sure. Okay, you'll be after Natalia then. There's a little bit of delay here too, so. Natalia, card of the day for you, my dear. Right? They're always fun. You're quite welcome, Anna Lopez. Natalia Cam, card of the day for you, honey. Ace of Swords, so sometime within the past 24 hours or the next 24 hours. A very current situation. If you haven't already, you will be receiving an epiphany of a thought. An epiphany of a thought to me is when something all of a sudden just becomes really clear, and it probably was right under your nose the whole time, but you just kind of get it. And whenever you get it, not only does that one thing become clear, but it seems to like unlock all kinds of levels of understanding in all kinds of different areas in your life. So it's a little bit of enlightenment, might be a short way to say that. That's what I see for you, Ms. Natalia Cam. Christelle, you're up next, my dear. For those of you who don't know Ms. Christelle, she has a channel on YouTube and does predictions using, she has one channel where she does predictions using crystals and another channel where she does predictions using cards. And she is quite accurate, I think. At least she is for me. All right, so Christelle's card of the day. La da dee da, da 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 da. Christelle, Seven of Swords or Seven of Arrows in reverse. Now this has a different meaning than I would normally assign to the Seven of Arrows or Seven of Swords card. Because if you look at this right side up, then this card would be all about insecurities. But when it's upside down, this is saying that you're losing some of your insecurities, something that you were feeling really insecure about. You're getting some confidence and some self-assuredness around that. Just some good old-fashioned self-confidence is coming in, Miss Christelle, and good for you. Tiffany Jones, hello, hello, welcome. Glad to see you in the room. How are you? You're quite welcome, Christelle. Correct. Emotional and career path. Emotional is always going to need tweaking and adjusting. We never get there. We never get that certificate that says you've made it. Your emotions are perfect and they always will be for the rest of your life. It's not like a doctorate degree. You can't hang that on the wall. So that's always going to need tweaking. Your career path, what I'm hearing is you are in the right place for this moment. Tiffany Jones, let's get a card for you, my dear. Tiffany Jones. I think that's pretty great too. Was totally cheating when I read you because I already know about that situation. Tiffany Jones. Card of the day for Tiffany. So guys, what I'm pulling right now, these cards of the days, these are very current situations. If you don't recognize them from the past 24 hours, keep your eyes open for them for the next 24 hours. They are things that Sacred Spirit would like you to be more aware of than what you would be if they didn't come up in the cards. And the information is always for your highest and best good. Even if it sounds negative, that just means Sacred Spirit's giving you a heads up. Okay, put on your seatbelt, get your hard hat out, put on those steel toes. Let's get to it. Cool, cool, Crystal. Peace out, honey bunny. You're quite welcome, Allie. All right, so this is for Tiffany Jones. Tiffany Jones, you've got the devil in reverse. This is telling me that somebody in your life is having troubles with addiction, and their troubles with addiction are having an influence on your life, my dear. So if you don't recognize that from the past 24 hours, keep your eyes out for the next 24 hours. That's one of those that I like to have not come true. So if you can see some places where you can make some different choices, if it hasn't already happened, then you can maybe kind of steer that one right on away from you. Good luck with that, Ms. Tiffany Jones. All right, guys, it is time for me to take off. Thank you so much for coming out, hanging out with me, keeping me company, keeping me on my toes and fresh. I do appreciate it. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your day. And I imagine I'll see you back here the next video, probably tomorrow. Peace out.